Good morning, everyone. Today is December 9th, 2013, and welcome to Monday Mentor. Our journey through strategic planning is nearing completion as we talk about budgeting today and talent management next week. Budgeting is the non-exact science of forecasting revenue and expenses for a period of time. When used correctly, it's a great guideline and tool that assists leaders in making decisions for the good of an organization. When used poorly, it becomes a crutch to say no and an exercise in how to hide money in places that will not be highly scrutinized. Some organizations have turned this valuable tool into nothing more than an exercise in fudging. The core component of making the budget process valuable to leaders and team members is to gain an understanding of the known and hidden financial impacts of their operation. Your company pays rent. Your department occupies 12,000 square feet. Is it reasonable for you to budget for the $1.15 per square foot for the amount you occupy and the prorated distribution of utilities? Absolutely it is. This sometimes hidden amount provides a much clearer picture of the financial impact of your department. Think about budgeting as producing an income statement for your department for the coming year. It is the needed connection to profit and loss accountability. In most, if not all operations, personnel costs represent the single biggest line item when budgeting expenses. This budget process provides you with a great opportunity to forecast your staffing needs on a macro level and predict the salary of existing team members on a micro level. It also provides you a tool to help you manage replacing team members and seeing where you are overpaying and underpaying those team members. One of the greatest benefits of budgeting is the forced view of the upcoming year. What conferences will you want to attend? What equipment will need to be replaced? Should we rebid our service contract to see if we can save some money? Should we hire a landscaper or continue to pay the service? These questions and many like it are brought to the forefront when a leader gets into the budgeting process. With the modern complexities of the working world, leaders don't often get to spend a great deal of time in critical thinking. The budget process forces that needed view. Let's turn our attention to the revenue side of the budget for just a moment. Far too often, revenue budgets are the victim of a subjective and arbitrary number thrown out by an overly zealous CEO or by some Wall Street wonk who wants to capitalize on some stock hedges. The revenue piece of budgeting is critical and should have a serious review and not just an arbitrary arrow to the barn. Take a look at your last 3 years of revenue. What is the percentage of increase, hopefully, from year to year? What is the average percentage increase? This percentage average is what you should use to forecast next year. If you're growing along at 3% a year for the past 3 to 5 years, that will be the number you use to forecast next year. It makes no sense to pick an arbitrary growth progression when an actual growth progression should be used. Is there seasonality to consider? Or has there been a change in your product or service delivery, such as a move or as more locations or a new product line? Those are the additional things you must think about when forecasting revenue. Remember, budget is a great tool. Nothing more and nothing less. A tool and not an end-all. Take care and have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next Monday.